Have you ever just seen someone and been like, they've got it? Well, that's my opinion when I watch Haiden Deegan ride. And it's not necessarily because of the way he rides the bike, although he is technically very good. It's the whole package. It's the whole program. When I'm seeing his videos, I watch his YouTube videos, great stuff, but I'm seeing his family interact with him. I'm seeing how he has support from his sisters and brothers. I'm seeing how his parents are supportive. I'm seeing how they have a level head. I'm seeing how they have already experienced a lot of things at the high level, so they know how to guide him in situations where there's a lot of pressure, there's a lot of things, a lot of moving parts, right? They have a really good strategy and they stick to the plan. And now moving away from the family and the support system being so good, let's go back to the rider. The rider is clearly fully dedicated. The rider is clearly eliminating distractions. The reason I know this, and I'm so admirable of his efforts, is I watch a video and he's like, I don't even have social media on my phone. He is one of the most famous motocrossers on the planet, and he doesn't have social media on his phone. Now, if you could think about that, in most people's eyes, they automatically want to get that instant gratification from that million views of the YouTube video they just posted and or the Instagram post that's going viral and all this attention's flowing in. He clearly doesn't really care about that. It's just part of the plan. It's just part of the marketing ploy that they put together since he was knee-high to a grasshopper, right? And the fact that he's willing to just get rid of all that instant dopamine release and dopamine hits because he's focused on one important goal, it leads me to believe that he's not going to let anything else distract him on a high level either. Whether that be girlfriends, whether that be partying, whether that be different hobbies, whether that be whatever it may be, right? He's willing to sacrifice things that are so easily to get addicted to and so attractive. That leads me to believe that, God willing, no injuries happen or nothing catastrophic happens, that you're looking at the next dominant rider. We haven't seen a dominant rider in a while. Jet Lawrence is kind of trending in that direction. But I do think, based off of those few things, eliminating distractions, being ultra focused, having a great support system, and then we go to the third tier, it's going to be on one of the arguably the best teams, right? And they're not best because their bike's just the best. They're best because the whole support system and the team is the best. The owner of the team is doing the best job at getting the right amount of money in the program in order to pay the riders what they deserve, to get the parts they deserve, to get the bikes they deserve, all of these different things, right? So the whole picture seems to be working out really nice. And now let's move on to how he's actually racing, right? He's 3 races in. His average finish has got to be around 5th or 6th. I think he only had 1 bad moto. Everything else has been 4ths and 5ths. But more importantly with that is how smooth and controlled he is. I can tell when I'm watching him ride the track that he has another level. I can tell that he has another sprint speed level to him that he's holding back on and not dipping into in order to log the laps. If you watch any of their videos, you're listening to Haiden and or Brian say anything in any video, we're just here to log the laps. That lets me know that he's at 80% and he's just trying to get experience. And at 80%, he's a 4th place guy, 3rd, 4th place guy. That's pretty impressive. You've got guys that are flopping all over the place that have got 5, 6, 7, 10 years under their belt, ahead of him, behind him, further behind him, ahead of him a little bit, where he's just right there every single time. And for him to be that young and that disciplined with his riding, with all that chaos and pressure and cameras and all this that would push a guy to ride at 105% and to push it over the limits and have that big crash, that big spill, that big mistake that could set him back for 8 weeks, the fact that he has that already is mind-blowing. I think that's a harder thing to do nowadays than it's ever been, but I think that he's going to come right on the tail end of what Jet Lawrence is going to do. I think Jet's going to be another person that's in line with that, but he's even younger. He's got more years to develop. He's impressive. I mean, that's all I've got to say about that, and I look forward to watching it. Not all of you may know this, but we travel around the world coaching motocross. So if you have any interest to get some great coaching, make sure you click the link down below and figure out if we're coming to a track near you And if you want a great vacation to Austin, Texas, which is one of the most awesome cities in the whole United States, of course, you can come to our brick and mortar in Lockhart, Texas, just south of Austin, to do some training with yours truly. We'll see you soon.